Hello, I'm Johnny and welcome to the Ginger Geek Show. So if you follow my channel for a while, you will know two things. I love action movies and I love the Expendables franchise. The thing I love about the Expendables franchise is it knows what it is and it's having fun with it. And I quite respect that, to be honest. I'm a huge fan of those guys and I love seeing them all together in the one movie. I've always said it's the Avengers of the action movies, and I've always kind of felt like that. And especially the second one, I very much love that movie. So I've kind of followed the Expendables 4 kind of behind the scenes. I talked about when they started filming, and I talked about casting announcements, but finally we have a trailer. Now, I'm not going to do a reaction to it because I just don't really show much reaction when I watch a trailer. I enjoyed it. I thought it looked good. It looks simply fun and what it should be. I like that it seems to be focusing more on action than actually star power, which I think that was the issue with the third one a little bit. So I think they're learning on certain mistakes from the past. But this video is all going to be about simply one thing. 6 things you might have missed in the Expendables 4 franchise. Enjoy. The first thing I want to talk about is something you could easily miss. It was only because I thought, I know the character, I know what he wears. I thought I'll just kind of see it in this shot. Now, there was a shot of Lee Christmas and Barney Ross standing together having an absolute laugh. And if you notice on his left hand, you do indeed see Barney's lucky ring. Now, the lucky ring has been something that's been in all 3 of the Expendables movies. It's very much been quite a focal point, actually, quite certain moments. It's something that actually is quite a big a moral compass a little bit for Barney as a character. He even uses it when Terry Crews's character is kind of deemed dead at the point in Expendables 3, and he kind of uses it as a kind of this is kind of give you some luck while you're in hospital. So it's been something that's very much been right through the whole franchise, and indeed, as you see here, it is also in Expendables 4. Next up is the cars. We had quite a few shots of their cars that they have in this movie. Now, this very much connects back to Expendables 2 with the absolutely fantastic opening of Expendables 2, where they had these customized cars that they had with like machine guns on top, and they also, what I really liked was also had like names, had like nicknames all over the cars as well. It was really kind of giving a little bit more kind of character to them, which I quite liked. And obviously they both have different colour schemes as well, which I really quite like that they've did that. But obviously they have them in Expendables 2, have a kind of sandy look, and here kind of a more grey look with the kind of environment that they have. And again, much like in what we see in Expendables 2, we see in the trailer of Expendables 4, they also have little nicknames as well on the cars, which I thought, again, it's nice kind of continuity of what they have done before, which is always nice to see. Now, next up was a very quick shot, but we did get a nice little kind of action sequence where we saw of Lee Christmas as Jason Statham using knuckle dusters. Now, if you remember rightly, this is going back again to Expendables 2, where Lee Christmas used knuckle dusters when he was kind of infiltrating, he was trying to get information in a bar with Barney Ross, and it looks like they're bringing them back, and it looks like, again, it's the exact same knuckle dusters they used in Expendables 2, so once again, a nice little bit of continuity here. Up next in a scene where we introduced with 50 Cent's new character, we have the shot of the Expendables plane once again. Now, I noticed something of, it's clear it's got to be the same plane from Expendables 3. The logo is still the wing at the end, at the back, as well as if you look at the front, there was a couple of shots that we did have where it has that kind of paint job of the kind of smirk with the kind of white teeth red, which I quite like that kind of design that it has, and I'm glad that they kept it. And when we do have shots of Expendables 3, it looks like it is the same plane, and it looks like it has that same design as well, which I like that bit of continuity that they've kept. Now, next up was a nice little one that you could easily miss, and I just kind of clocked it very kind of just sudden when I watched, I think, like the second time. But there's a nice shot where the whole team are having a drink. I've got a feeling it's going to be the kind of last scene of the movie, probably, because that seems to be how these movies kind of end. But if you've noticed, especially, I believe it was in the second one, and definitely in the third one, it was very much named, but the Expendables have like a local place in New Orleans. They have a local pub, and it's called Rusty's. And there was in the shot, you see in the background, you do see the sign saying Rusty's in the background. And again, it's just nice that we're getting so much kind of continuity. They're keeping it that, you know, these characters do have these things, and I like that they've kind of they're keeping it. Even like like the third one came out 10 years ago, and it's nice that they're kind of keeping that bit of continuity still going. And lastly, I want to talk about is this shot. We see this absolutely huge man running towards Stallone. Now, this man is actually Eddie Hall. There's actually all the photos where you see him filming. It's the same costume that he's wearing, and also you can just tell by the sheer size of him. What I kind of don't believe in this scene is the fact that I guess Stallone could lift him up and throw him over the bar. don't know about that one, especially at Stallone's age. I don't know how I can really kind of believe that one. Even Chris Stallone when he was in his younger days, I don't know if I would be able to really believe that one. But it's actually a really nice kind of shot, and it's kind of cool seeing. Someone like Eddie Hall. It feels very kind of Rocky 3 when you had like Hulk Hogan kind of have like a cameo. I like those kind of cameos where it kind of fits with the kind of world that they're in, sort of thing. I like that. So that's my list of 6 things you might have missed in Expendables 4 trailer. I'm not saying that, I'm not saying it's fact that you might have missed these things, but it's just things that I kind of clocked out that maybe some of you might have not kind of noticed or seen. And I just like these things I'm seeing here. Most of them, it's more a continuity thing, and I just like that. I like when a franchise kind of actually is quite strict on its continuity, even for this silly little franchise. They're even being quite strict on it, and I quite like that, and I respect that they're at least putting some thought into in that kind of way, and I like that. So yes, I'd like to know what you guys think. Please comment down below, tell me your things that you liked. Was there something I maybe missed in the trailer? I don't know. As I enjoyed the trailer, I'm looking forward to the movie. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the movie. So yes, as I said, comment down below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Do the usual stuff as you do. That would be fantastic. More videos in the future. So until then, see you later.